Hi everyone, I'm Diklek Cosma Kubani, and I want to answer a question which is, what is economics? What is it all about? So economics is the study of how society allocates scarce resources among various use. According to that definition, there are three things that comes out. The first one is the issue of resources. So within the scope of economics, there are four resources. That is land, so things such as your mineral resources, precious stones, and then there is labor, which is your human capital or your human skills, and there is physical capital, which is the machines, and then there is the entrepreneurial skills, which is the ability to combine all the other resources and come up with a useful product at the end of the day. The second thing that comes out is the issue of scarcity. So what do you mean by scarcity? We mean that people have unlimited wants and needs, but the amount of resources that we have at any point in time, they are limited. So if you think about a government that has to decide whether to build a dam and increase water supply, or build a school and increase the number of people who attend school, you know given the resources that the government has, it will have to decide whether to focus on the dam or the school, because the resources are limited. You can't get the best of both. They will have to choose one. The third thing that comes out in the definition is the issue of choices. So because your resources are limited, again, you have to decide what to focus on, what to produce. So there are various examples that you can use at a household level. If you think about an individual, for instance, you can decide whether you want to go to work or you want to go to school, or you can decide whether you want to spend your money or you want to save your money. At a firm level, the decisions maybe will be, do we focus on research and development, or do we focus on advertising? And then already I've mentioned a government example. So maybe the government again would have to decide, does it focus on producing or distributing? So the resources are limited, so we have to make those kind of choices. The important thing that we have to know about choices is that they are trade-offs. So once you decide on something, that means you are trading off another thing. So what you trade off then becomes the cost of what you are choosing. And in economics, this idea is known as an opportunity cost. So it basically means the best next value that you give up in order to get something else. So going back to the example of a firm, if the firm had to decide between advertising and R&D, and it goes with R&D, then advertising becomes the opportunity cost of uh, advertising becomes the opportunity cost of R&D. So if you go to the individual example, if you decide to go to school instead of going to work, then the earnings that you could have earned at work becomes the opportunity cost of your decision to go to school. So basically, economics is about three things. It's how we manage resources, and it's understanding that we cannot satisfy all our human needs and wants, and therefore we have to make choices and come up with the best choices so that we can maximize, get the best use of the resources that we have. Thank you so much for listening. In our next video, we will speak about why is it important to study economics.